You are now live. This is a live broadcast. Good afternoon, everybody. Wait for some people to jump in the chat. This is an Amazon Seller AMA, how I sell on Amazon. I'm gonna wait for some people to jump in so we can answer some questions. Just put up a reel. Last month we sold 12K. If you want to learn more, hit me up. I'll send you a Discord link to our Discord chat community support group where you can learn how to get started, the software tools we use, and more. I want to see you guys win. I'm available for one-on-one meetings if you want that. You can also book that link in the bio. And I recommend the course if you want to learn everything all together at once fast. That's also linked in my Discord. But I'm here to answer questions. The Discord is open door, open house right now. You can slide up in there and start learning. We got B-Man in the house. What's up? Guapo. I have the Amazon. Queso. And more people. Hit me up with the questions, guys. I'm here to help. I want to see you guys win. Just post a little reel. We hit 12K in February, which is not really a flex. I'm not trying to flex at all. I know people that sell way more than that. I know people that sell in the 6 figures and the 7 figures, and that's where I'm trying to be at. So I'm developing this community of what I want to be the most accomplished A+ Amazon sellers. We got the Discord. We're here to help each other to succeed, to win, to be GOATs in this game. And we're going to do it one step at a time so we can all hit our goals. How much was the profit? I haven't ran the numbers, but when we source products on our seller app, we look for about a 30% ROI on the products that we source. Some are more. Yesterday I sent B-Man some leads, or a lead, and I think it was 50%. I'm not. I know it was more than 30. That's for sure. Mr. Armentoros, says develop. You got it, bro. God bless. It's progress. Take a bow. You listen. I mean, I'm not trying to flex because it's not crazy money or anything like that. But it's showing and proving that this is possible. That the game is not saturated. That you can do it too. And you guys follow my journey because the goal is to grow. I want to do more this month, and hopefully by the summer, my goal is to try to hit that 50K in 1 month. I want to get into the 6 figures. So you got to do it step by step. And I'm dedicating more of my full time to this, as I have been for the past few months. I'm learning. I'm in the mastermind group with 7-figure sellers. You got to throw some skin in the game. You got to learn. And sometimes you got to pay to play. In the meantime and in between time, I'm trying to surround myself with other like-minded individuals that have the same goals as me. Because you can use this social media, guys, to post pictures of your kids and your dog and try to just stay in contact with the 5 friends that you have from high school or from college. But that's not the way to win, guys. You got to use this tool to your advantage. So if you're going to be on the social media clicking around, let's use it for our advantage. Let's build. Let's win. Let's progress. What up, EC? EC FBA join. I believe you're in the Discord too. Snoop Man's in the house. I see you guys. Hit me up with the questions. I'm here to help, guys. I want to see you guys win. Join my Discord link. That one's an open house chat group right now. I got all the resources in there, the ways to get started, the software tools that we use, the cashback apps that we use, the instructions on how to get ungated on the bigger brands like Nike, Adidas, Puma, Carhartt. We see B-Man. Yesterday he posted he just got approved to sell EA Sports games and more. So the possibilities are quite endless, really. They sell everything on Amazon. So for those people telling you, hey, the game's flooded, there's just people looking for excuses not to get moving. The first thing you got to do, guys, is try to make some sales. The easiest thing to do is to sell used books, CDs, and DVDs. That's something you can sell immediately, and products that you could probably get for free at your house or at the local thrift store for very cheap. Start getting some sales in, loop your money back around. In the meantime, in between time, you start learning how to source more premium products. Where do you recommend buying Carhartt to get ungated? I got ungated with Carhartt using an invoice from Dungarees. Dungarees.com. And for those that don't understand the ungating and approval process, I have specific instructions in the Discord chat. So if you guys want to check it out, like the instructions on how to do it. But it's not too hard. Now, when it comes to the ungating process, some people are lucky the first try. Other people try several times and they get denied. So I'm going to be honest. It seems to me like it's just a random bot. But if you keep trying, stay persistent, that's what separates the pits from the poodles and the men from the mice. Do you have to have a win when you apply for LLC? I don't understand, to have a win. What do you mean by that? But for those people talking about LLC and all the company and all the administrative stuff and the taxes and all that, guys, you could set up an individual account. You don't need an LLC. You could just sign up under your name and get going. Do you have to have an EIN when you apply? No, you don't. You can sign up with your social. That's how I started, under my personal information as an individual seller. And, you know, the point here is to get the ball rolling. Get some sales in. You don't need to worry about an LLC if you don't have any sales. You don't have to worry about your taxes unless you got any sales. So go out there and make some sales first. Prove to yourself what you're capable of. And as you grow and scale, then you can worry about the paperwork and converting and transferring that in later. Do you got any private label products? No, I don't do private label. I mean, it's definitely interesting, the model, but private label requires a lot more capital up front and it's a lot more risk. And then you also got to market the product. We don't have to do any marketing. I don't spend any money on PPC or anything like that. I'm buying products that have a verifiable sales history, that they sell X amount per month. I won't even buy a product unless I know it sells. Absolutely not. That's why we use specific software tools like SellerAmp and Keepa, and they're linked in my Discord. And what's the most important thing, guys, is to learn how to use the software tools so that you can learn how to read the charts, understand the analytics, so that you make wise decisions on your buys. Because this is not gambling. We're not gambling out here, guys. We're not just looking at a product and saying, oh, that looks hot, I think it's going to sell. It's not the way it works. At this point, I'm up to sell anything as the data makes sense. I've sold obscure products lately. And the majority of the products that I do sell over the past year has been apparel and Nike and Adidas. But, you know, I was selling makeup the other day. Makeup from a brand I've never even heard of. My wife hadn't even heard of it. It looked like if it was for, perhaps maybe for middle-aged or older women. I don't know. I just saw that the numbers were good. I bought it, sent it in to the Amazon warehouse. It sold in less than a month. About 2 or 3 weeks, I sold everything I bought. And I bought probably about anywhere from $500 to $1,000 worth of product inventory of that makeup brand. So I'm looking to re-up, obviously. I'm going to replenish that. Where do you learn how to read the software? Well, there's a course that I recommend. It's not my course, but it's from the same 7-figure sellers that I learned from. They have basically the Bible of reselling. It's called the FBA Roadmap, and it's linked in my bio. It's linked in my Discord. That course is $600. It teaches you everything. It's over 20 hours plus of content. This is from Flips for Miles and Fields of Profit, and they're probably the leaders in this space as far as education in the reselling game. And I've learned almost everything from them. Not everything, but almost 90+% from them. I recommend that course. But there's tons of free content. You can learn it on your own. You could take the long route and try to learn it on your own. You know, it's quite possible. It's going to take you a lot longer. But if you're serious, do things right. If you want to learn math, you could probably learn it on your own, but you're better off going to school and taking a course, right? So if you're serious about having a business, if you're serious about making money, if you're serious about anything, you shouldn't be trying to cut corners. Do things right, invest in yourself, put some skin in the game, and that'll give you more motivations to win faster. So if you bought $500 to $1,000 worth of stuff and made $12,000 from it, how? No, I didn't say that. I'm saying a specific products. Those products, I got those specific brand of makeup. I got about $500 to $1,000. I don't remember exactly. Let's say it was $600 or $700 worth. It was less than $1,000 worth of inventory that I send in makeup last month, and I sold that all. That's in addition to all the other stuff that I sell. And mostly I sell apparel. And I just, you can see my reels. Shoes, clothes, everything. I sell in all categories, but those are my top selling categories, and that's what I got into the most because I'm interested, in I like clothing, I like Nike and stuff, so I'm familiar with that. But you can sell video games, you can sell books, you can sell DVDs, you can sell makeup, you can sell tools. There's all kinds of categories. Do you have a lot of returns? No, I don't have a lot of returns. Do I have returns? Yes. And how are returns handled? Well, Amazon handles all the customer service, so I don't even got to talk to customers. I don't have to deal with anything. Amazon, I'm in the Amazon Fulfillment by Amazon program, where I send them all my inventory. They store all my product. So, I have thousands of dollars worth of inventory. I wouldn't be able to stack that up in my house. I would have to get a whole warehouse, and that would cost money. But instead, I send it all to Amazon, and they take care of it for a fee. And it's a significant fee, but for the service they provide, it's well worth it. So if someone happens to return a product, they send it back to the Amazon warehouse. Amazon deems whether it's resellable or not. 90% of the time, or 90+% of the time, let's say 95% of the time, it is resellable, and they just restock it for you. And they'll sell it to the next customer. They'll just put it right back on the shelf. And when a sale comes in, they'll send it back out. If it's not resellable, they'll send it to you. This year, I've gotten one item back. Last year, I got a few items back. This year so far, I've gotten only one item. It was a pair of kids' shoes. And they two items this year that I've gotten. They were both kids' shoes. And I got them back. One was worn. And I can start complaining about it and try to fight over it. But that's part of the game. So, I'll clean them up and sell them used on eBay. And then, I'll take whatever that L is for that one item. But, that's out of hundreds of shoes that I've sold. Maybe probably even thousands. I don't know. I mean, not this year, but definitely hundreds this year. You pay the product with credit cards, with reward points. Yeah, I do. I do the Spark cash back. It gives you a few percent cash back. And, that's another wise move to do. So, there's kinds of little tips and tricks and little hacks that we do to get money back. Cashback apps, credit cards, finding the right discount codes and stuff, and everything that you could squeeze out of it. That is your margin. That's your profit. When does Amazon start charging when inventory hasn't moved for a while? That's a good question. I don't know specifically, but it's a few months. It's listed all there. I don't really have that much items sitting for months. Most things that I buy, my target is to sell them in like 2 months or less, and a lot of it sells the next week or in a couple weeks. Like I said, that just for example, the makeup that I bought last month, that $600-700 worth of makeup that I bought, it already sold out. It hasn't even been 30 days since I did that. So, and also I was looking through my inventory, and I still have some inventory that I bought in December that's still on the shelf. So hopefully you guys can hear me because it's a little windy. But for those that are asking about the profit margins and all that, when I buy an item, I'm targeting to make about 30% off it. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, because you end up lowering the price if it's not moving. And then sometimes you source an item and it's way more than 30%. B-Man, I appreciate the gems you posted on the Discord yesterday. Yeah, shout out to B-Man. I told B-Man, get online, man. Start talking to the people. You're helpful. And I want to see him win, too. B-Man's been very helpful in the Discord. And I appreciate that. You guys can hear me all right? I know it's a little windy out here. I'm taking a little walk here by the lake. I'm over here in Miami, Florida. And I like to get outside, catch some breeze. I spend the morning doing my exercise. I do my burpees every day, hit the gym. Made that reel that I just posted. Talked to some people in the Discord. And later on today, I'll be buying more inventory. I try to buy inventory every single day. If you want to sell more, you need to buy more. You got to have more stuff on the shelves so that you can sell. That's part of the game. So, if you're interested in selling on Amazon, one of the top things that you're going to be doing is hunting, searching for products, sourcing. Whether it be going to the retail stores, scanning items physically, or searching online. I buy the majority of my product online because I find online that you could buy bigger quantities. You could could buy 10, 20 units online. Whereas when you pull up to a retail store, if you find a good deal, chances are there's not going to be more than 10 units at that retail store. Sometimes there is, obviously, but chances are that it's not. So you may be able to snag 4 or 5. But here's another thing. At the retail stores, I found better deals than I have found online. Some of those deals are specific to the store, and they're not available at other stores. I'll give you a perfect example. And you can see a clip of this on my reel that I just posted. I hit up Famous Footwear last week or the other week, sometime a few weeks ago, and I found some Nike kids shoes on clearance for like $25. By the time I got to the counter, since I was buying more, they were running a sale. They ended up ringing up by like at $22, and those shoes sell for 60 plus. So I bought almost all of them, just about all of them. So I went to another Famous Footwear the next day. Those shoes were available, but they didn't have them on clearance. So that clearance sale was specific to that store for whatever reason, you know, they decide. So it's not like I could have gotten those at all the Famous Footwears. It would just happen to be at that one store. So, you know, I bought them out. And that's part of the game with retail arbitrage, that you do find great deals. But sometimes the quantity and supply is limited as compared to online shopping. Good afternoon. Whereas online, you can get a higher quantity. Sometimes, you know. Sometimes you can buy 10, 15 units, and then you can do multiple orders. So I like to mix and match both. How often do I go to the stores? I want to go more often. I'm going to be honest with you. But, you know, I've been really caught up this past couple of weeks. We're doing jiu-jitsu training. We got a competition tomorrow for my son. And but to answer your questions, I like to go at least once a week. I haven't gone this week, though. And I probably won't go this week. But next week, I'll catch up and go at least 2 times. And the sales change. You know, they change every one. Some stores change every week, and then other stores change every 2 weeks. So I do recommend that you talk to the customer, to the employees, and you ask them, hey, when do you run your sales? Like, I know one of the Adidas stores around here, the guy told me, he's like, yeah, we put up the sales on Wednesday, so it's good to come Wednesday or Thursday, and they change every 2 weeks, and that's for that store. So, you know, nice. Under who do you do BJJ, Brazilian Jiu? I don't do. You know, I go with my son, and I'm gonna start doing it. I used to do judo or whatever, but my son does jiu-jitsu at Gracie Baja. So yeah, talk to the employees and find out when the deals are. And just be nice to everyone, man. Just be nice to everybody. And you never know. Like, I was at that Famous Footwear, and I was, you know, nice to the lady at the counter. And sometimes, you know, let me tell you something, guys. You'll be surprised how far just asking for things nicely will take you. Hey, do you guys got like a deal that you can give me? Or is there any promo codes that you guys are running today? When you buy online, even hit up the customer chat. Let them know, hey, I got a bunch of items in my cart. Do you guys got any special promo codes that maybe you can give me? But ask nicely. You know, realize they're just people on the other end. And most of the time, customer service is dealing with people that are irate. They're dealing with nasty people that are complaining. If you come and just are a nice guy, you can be surprised at what they give you. ECFBA said blue belt with 3 stripes. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Congrats. That's awesome. I heard that blue belt is a belt that people stay at the office. If I'm not mistaken. Jiu-jitsu is an awesome martial art. And respect to you, man. I may have to start training. I told my son, you know, like, you're gonna whoop me one day, so I better pull up on him. I used to do judo when I was a kid, so there's a lot of similarities. Rocks is here, EC's here, SNK's here, B-Man and the rest of the maniacs. Yeah, hit me up with the questions, guys. So we sold 12K in February. Let's see if maybe we can hit 20K in March. I'm not sure. Well, you know, I know it's definitely possible, but it's, you know, all depends on how much inventory I can get. see if we can hit those numbers. But I definitely want to scale. The number that I have in my head is 50K, and maybe we could do that by the summer. So follow my journey, and we're going to help each other out. The number one thing to get started, guys, is just to open an account. Open an Exceller account. Start listing items. You can learn as you go. So many people try to have all these conditions and these questions before they even get moving. FYI, WSS is giving 25% off card when you spend $75. It starts in March. There you go. You see? It's little things like that that benefit you being online and in a community, because people share little tips like that, you know, like, oh, look out for this. Check out this store. They're running a sale. And that's one of the top reasons that I'm creating this, that I have created this Discord community, for little tips like that, just to remind everybody. Because if you surround yourself with that and you stay in the groups and stay in the chats, you're just going to get that information a lot faster than someone that's silent lurking, that doesn't want to talk, that doesn't show his face or her face, that keeps their profile on private. I mean, you could go that route. I respect it. I understand, you know. But if you want to get to the goal faster, put yourself out there. Talk to the people. Jump in the chat group. Start talking. And what's great about the chat group, at least for now, is that there's no barrier to entry. You don't even need to, like, you know, verify an email list or anything like that. I just have the door open. It's an open house for now. And I want to populate it with people. I want to get the ball rolling as it is already. And, you know, maybe in the future, we'll have a barrier to entry and make it a little more exclusive. But my style is to get the ball rolling first, and that's what I recommend to you guys with everything. Just get the ball rolling. Don't worry about so much about how much you're going to make or how many hours or what's the LLC, what's the EIN, and all this stuff that necessarily is not going to make you sales. Do you go to the UPS store every day to drop shipping? I don't do drop shipping. Okay, drop shipping is when you sell items that you don't own and you pay for them after you get the sale. But to answer your question, I go to UPS several times a week. Not every day. Several times. Thank you, Tab95, for helping the people. I appreciate you, Tracker. I know you're in the Discord too. Yeah, for those that don't know, you know, a lot of people know me as Alex V, and that's my government. But a lot of people know me as Tab95 too. I'm a record producer, and I have been for 10 plus years. I run a label, 95 Labs. I have an extensive discography. I've worked with some of the best boom bap hip hop artists, from Planet Asia to Crime Apple to Shotty here in Miami, to Razkaz and more. And most people know me for that here in the city. That's Tab95. And I still do that. You know, I post my journey, I got beats, and that's what I do. But in doing music, since sometimes you make money and sometimes you don't, I found other ways to supplement my income that included working in the fitness industry for some time and doing e-commerce, including eBay and whatnot. And in September 2022, I started doing this online arbitrage just on the side, you know, like some part-time, selling a couple items here and there, and, you know, watching YouTube videos, kind of taking it easy. And I did that over a course of a year. And, you know, I started learning more and more. And the more I pay attention, I started saying, man, this is legit. You know, there's people actually making a bag here. I'm seeing stories of people selling 6 figures, 7 figures. And, you know, something clicked somewhere around September or October of 2023, just a few months ago. And I said, I think I'm going to dedicate more of my time to this and see where it takes me. And then at the end of January, since I've already been posting my content already, the music, the fitness, I said, let me share one of these Amazon videos, you know, and show the people. I didn't think much of it, honestly. You know, I didn't really have an agenda or anything. I share just the same way I share my workouts and stuff. I don't have an agenda, you know. It's not like I'm personal coaching, although I would if you guys asked. But anyhow, I shared the video, me bagging and tagging some items. And when I tell you, man, it blew up, man. One of these videos got like 100,000 views. The other one's like 70,000. And then just the follower count just started pouring in. I tripled up my follower count just this year alone. I had about 3,000 followers. I'm almost at 10K now. And that's due in part by the Amazon content reels that I've been making. and people DMing me, asking me 10,000 questions. So, the light bulb hit immediately, being that I've been online anyway. And I kind of know the game. So I said, look, let me create this Discord community. Let me lean into this and let me serve the people what they want. Because not only could I help people, but I can also help myself by being in the loop. Learning about those 25% deals on WSS that EC just told us about. Stuff like that. So, of course I'm going to benefit. I have some links or whatever. I get a kickback if you sign up with one of my links. But before I worry about the kickbacks, I truly want to provide value for you guys. And I want to build trust with you guys. And apparently I already have. I just put up the link for the one-on-one calls. Last week, we already had a couple one-on-one calls. People booked me for the one-on-one. And on one of the calls, someone told me, like, man, I see you online talking to the people. And you seem like you were real. So, I definitely had to talk to you one-on-one. So, I'm here. I put myself on the other end of the screen. And I try to think as the audience. That's someone that's learning. And, you see all these people online. They hit you with the ads and, sign up here and all that. And I'm like, man, I ain't trying to do all that. Just let me know the sauce, and then I can decide later on if I want to join or if I want to spend money or anything like that. So that's kind of how I'm approaching this. Obviously, I have an interest. I got links that if you click, I'll get a kickback. And, I do provide my one-on-one calls for a fee. But again, before I do all that, or while I do all that, I want to build verifiable trust. I want to build trust with the community as someone that's a leader in the space, a community builder, and someone that you can count on. I want to keep it legit. What's up, Birdman? What's up, Luis Gonzalez, Dre Jamaica, everybody else in the chat? Taking my little afternoon walk. Posted some reels, or posted a reel this morning, recapping how we did 12K in sales this month on Amazon by selling different products, mostly apparel, but I've also sold in different categories. And I was telling you guys about that I even sold makeup. The makeup numbers were, I don't even know, was some brand there. I asked my wife about it. I was like, you heard this brand? She's like, no, I never heard of this brand. It's like, well, whatever, the numbers look good. So sure enough, I bought about $600-700 worth of product, sent it in less than a month, sold everything out. So just to give you guys an example of the velocity of some of the sales. You could sell some things immediately, and then some things can sit on the shelf for a month or two. And then you may have to lower the price and keep it moving. So we do aim to buy inventory that can provide about a 30% ROI. There's a cost calculator in the SellerAmp software tools that we use, that you can input all the data. It'll let you know the fees and everything and what your ROI will be after the fees. Because as I said before, Amazon has hefty fees, man. And I guess with reason, because they got some sort of arguably a monopoly on e-commerce. Like, yeah, there's other sites you could sell on, but they don't got the power that Amazon does. They don't got the traffic that Amazon does. You are 100% authentic and very vital to the Miami community, as well as a great brother in hip hop. I appreciate you, Steve, man. Thank you so much, man. I know I see you always tuning in, man. Thank you, man. Yeah, jump in that Discord too. We're sharing sauce, man. What tool did you use to find the makeup? KPF, which is Keep a Product Finder. Yeah, I did. I started going through some brands, and I used to Keep a Product Finder. I am planning on doing some more detailed videos of like how to and getting into the specifics. But, I want to cover the surface area first, just to the community of people that are starting. And, maybe I'll share some longer form content on how-to videos, like the Keep a Search and all that. And, that's definitely something that you can learn if we do one-on-one calls. Like yesterday on the one-on-one call with someone, I was going over the SellerAmp charts, the Keepa, and how to read those charts more in depth. I'm in and out. Can you post the live so I can watch it later and do more than one live to talk to us? Yeah, I do. I post these lives over there on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel that I popped open. You guys can follow me on YouTube. The channel's name is A+ Ecom, and it's spelled APLUSECOMM on YouTube. I archive all the live streams in there, and I also post my short reels there So that YouTube's off of the Amazon, and ultimately I called it e-com because, you know, I also sell on eBay, and I do have goals of, and I also sell on Shopify as well, and I do have goals on selling on TikTok and really mastering this e-commerce game. But in the meantime, the majority of everything I'm doing right now is Amazon. What's up, Mankind Music? N8, man, I love the way N8 raps, man. We got to get some more tracks in. All the content that you've been putting out, those new tracks, it's fire. It's fire. Definitely one of my favorites. I think you're in Harlem, right? I used to be in Harlem. I used to live on 145th, uptown. That's how I met Mandela. I used to live uptown. Poochie Gucci's here, Crown Cut Studio. So yeah, guys, hit me with a couple questions before I sign out. I'm gonna have some lunch, and then I'm gonna do some sourcing. I need to buy some products today. Last night I bought a bunch of Legos. Like, I found some good deals on Legos, which is great because, you know, sometimes it's difficult to find deals on Legos. And I'll tell you one thing, guys. Legos, man, they sell fast, man. Like, in my experience, man, these Legos sell faster than Nikes. These Legos, man, if you can find good deals on Legos, kaboom, I'll tell you that much. And getting ungated with Legos is not that difficult. Lego.com provides the invoice. Walmart is starting to compete with Amazon. Yeah, I know about that. They have a similar system. They're, you know, those are the two big giants, you know. But look, don't sleep on TikTok. I'm telling you guys, like, don't sleep on TikTok. And one thing I'm noticing is that TikTok is not letting my Amazon content go as crazy as IG is. And that's giving me a hunch that TikTok, they got a strategy. Because the thing is with TikTok, they got the whole built-in store stuff right there. And let's face it, you know, social media influencers, they have power to sell things. So I'm not saying for now, but, you know, fast forward 3, 4, 5 years from now, you'll be surprised. Go on Free Stuff Finder. They give you what's on sale, and Eater Legos there. Best Buy have great deals too on Legos. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, I was doing searches on Legos yesterday, and I found some good deals. I did search on Best Buy, but the specific items that I was looking for, I couldn't find them at the right price. But yeah, I use Keep a Product Finder. That's one method. And, you know, I set some parameters for sales rank and etc. You know, and I can go over that, whether it be on one-on-one call, or I'll eventually do some videos like that. But another easier way is to storefront stock people. And what I mean by that is that, you know, once you found the product that you're selling, see what the others, you know, check out the other sellers on the listings and click in their store and see what they're selling. And especially if they're selling like Nike and Adidas, like, look, the majority of people don't have a wholesale Nike account, so they're reselling Nike as well. So go around and see if you can find the deal that they're getting. Just click around, and you could do this with SellerAmp. SellerAmp tells you all the people that are on the listings, how much they have in stock, unit quantities, and you can go to their store and start stocking their store, look through and see what they're selling. I did that for a while before I really even learned to keep a product searches and stuff like that, which is a little more intricate. I would just start clicking through people's stores and just like look and seeing like, oh, what do they got? What are they selling? All right, guys, I'm gonna pull up back to the crib, have some lunch. It's always a pleasure. Guys, to recap, DM me. My DMs are open. Jump in the Discord. The link's in the bio, or comment. I'll send you the link. The Discord is open. It's a community chat group where you can ask questions, learn, get started, software tools, ungating instructions, cashback apps, and more. If you want to learn fast all the stuff that I'm talking about, get the FBA Roadmap course by Flips for Miles and Fields of Profit. It's linked in my Discord. It's $600 all in, and you'll learn everything. There's 20 plus hours of content. That course has been developed over the past 3 years, and I've learned 90+% of the things that I know from reselling for them. They're leaders in the space as far as Amazon resellers. I'll say they're probably the top leaders. And, you know, they have plenty of content as well. But if you want to learn fast and figure it out, they got a banger course. But the Discord is open, and you can ask questions. And that's a support group, you know, and that's free of cost for now, I guess. I don't know how long that's going to be or not. But yeah, have a good day. Time to source. Love you guys. Peace.